Greetings. We are back with another episode, and Mac will do today's recap.
I'm going to be the only one who'll do recaps. I'll fight anyone else who tries to take them from me. Because fighting is a lot of what happened last session. As it turns out, firing a gun inside is loud. We could have seen this coming. I did see this coming, and then I decided to do it anyway, so you know what? It probably wasn't a mistake, because that would have been bad on my part, if it was a mistake. So we make a quick retreat from the skeleton room, and find some of the other Red Brand ruffians down the other path we didn't explore. We kill them, because they are bad people and we're good people, so everything we do is morally justified. And these ruffians had their cloaks, so we took those cloaks and managed to sneak past the skeletons, and in the skeleton room, we heard some voices coming from behind one of the doors. A bit of peeping by Emerald, and it turns out that there is prisoners behind the right door in the skeleton room, the ones we're looking for. Seems like Glassstaff may be the boss of the ruffians, seems very likely. Actually, no, it was confirmed he was the boss of the ruffians. And he may kill the prisoners if they're not worth anything to him. We smash our way into the jail to stop the ruffians from delivering a report to the Glassstaff, and it goes well. And we only got one person who got 100 to 0 by a crit, so you know, like, we're moving up in the world, only one crit. And we managed to take out all of them except for one who escapes to warn the Glassstaff. Fenna brought lockpicks. Why would Fenna, a presumably law-abiding citizen, have lockpicks? A mystery for another day, I suppose. And Fenna seems very skilled at these lockpicks, enough to open the door and free the civilians. The noble lady was from House Dendros of Waterdeep, and her kids were with her. Quinn does not know House Dendros, so they're already regretting their choices to help these people, you know, not even making good networking decisions. Why did I even do this if I didn't get a LinkedIn rec, you know? Emerald, thankfully, thinking with his head, remembers that the skeletons will attack if you aren't wearing red cloaks, which he brought up right before we sent the unarmed civilians with no combat experience into the Room of Bones.
It was Fenna. Emerald doesn't use his head unless it's critting.
Oh, thank you.
Someone, not Quinn, thought of that. Both of you deserve praise equally for that. So, we avoid fumbling the ball after doing all the hard work. And by we, I mean someone who isn't Quinn. We venture deep, large cavern with a deep crevasse. And something in that crevasse seems to speak with us via telepathy. And this unsettling voice, because the DM was absolutely going ham with it, demands flesh. So Emerald goes and grabs a body to feed, you know, waste not, want not. While he's doing that, Fenna sees in the pit a dead goblin with an elongated head that's glowing faintly green, which matches the description of the goblin Sildar saw at the hideout of King Clarg way back when. We haven't seen any of these goblins before, but it's interesting because the goblins in the hideout allegedly ignored this elongated, mutated goblin, but the ruffians and the monster in the pit did not. Anyway, Emerald feeds a ruffian to this mystery monster whose name is Sarnak. And Sarnak also tells Fenna that there are no Harpers here. Why does Fenna want to know about Harpers? And how does Sarnak know there are no Harpers? Mysteries for another day, I suppose. Anyway, with Sarnak pacified, we scout ahead and find Glassstaff's room. Quinn invisibly sneaks in and sees that the Glassstaff is a handsome younger man with a lack of a smile. Quinn wasn't the only one invisible, though, because as the others attempted to follow them into that room for a sneak attack, a hidden closet sounds the alarm, foiling our ambush. A good shot from Quinn sends a glass staff retreating, with one of the ruffians covering his back. The closet distracts us long enough for the glass staff to escape, but things go chaotic as the alarm is sounded, and all the bugbears we avoided earlier start crashing through the doors behind us. Our retreat is a bit scattered, with Quinn and Emerald heading north and Fenna heading south, and then we turn around and start heading to Fenna. It was a good choice, though, because Fenna found a secret passage leading us back to the entrance. That saved our bacon, because our spells were depleted, our health was low, and there was a lot of enemies. We managed to retreat. Sorry, just sneezed. And we managed to retreat and escape from there. And we quickly closed the hideout entrance before us in the ruined manor. We pile up as much rubble as we can to try and block it from being opened from the inside. And if it works, we presumably just left everyone in there to starve to death slowly, if there's no other entrances. Which is a very moral thing to do, because we're the heroes, anyway. But with the nobles rescued, the Glassstaff presumably escape and hiding from us and plotting his return, and us being a bit beaten around the ears, we live to fight another day, and that's when the DM decided to give us a level up.
No.
Bam.
Excellent summary, thank you. You missed a couple of slight things. I can't remember who, but one of you did grab a handful of papers off Glassstaff's desk.
That was
while
Quinn,
you were
I
in
think.
that room.
Yeah, that was good.
Also, there was another tunnel with a fresh breeze in the south of the Sarnak chamber. So you are confident there is some sort of other way out, although where it goes to, you have no idea. And there was something else that I think you overlooked, but I will bring that up in character. But yes, you may have one inspirazione.
It will turn a 2 into a 3 when I need it most on my rolls. Let's go.
So yeah, we are battered, as you say, with our new friends fleeing back to Phandelver. Let me load. Let me load the scene. So yes, you have yourselves, Sildar, Myrna Dendra, and her 2 teenage children, a boy and a girl. And yeah, the 3 of you, well, the 5 of you, say 6 of you rather. No, the 7 of you. My goodness. Your fellowship sort of goes from a panicked jog, slowing gradually as you reach the town and see no horde of bugbears charging down the hillside after you, catching your breaths. Yeah, the woman and her 2 kids look to her liberators, and the girl, a younger girl, gives Fenna a strange look of unhidden curiosity.
Yeah?
Yeah?
You're looking at me funny.
What? Well, what's with your face?
Oh, it's fine. It'll go away after a while. And she strokes the feathered beard she grew.
There we go.
It's amazing what you
I
get
thought
used to.
I thought you were one of those bird people, maybe.
That would probably be more fun, but no.
When, as they were hurrying, they tried to like sling their rifle over their shoulder so they can run with their hands in the pockets. And as they come to a stop, they just say, "Yeah, you're welcome." All right,
And
so
who are you to have been sent to assist us? Were you? I mean, Sildar, I know, but are you also from the Lord's Alliance?
no, obviously, Quinn, Hawkwinter, and they're going to move their satchel so they can show off the little Hawkwinter family crest on the bag. As you can see clearly, Hawkwinter. They point at the little crest there.
Oh, is that what that crest is from? Oh, well, it's a pleasure to meet you.
I know. You're welcome again for saving you.
Yes. Very, very, very grateful. It's been a difficult few days since draws their children a little bit towards, Do you know if I'm just kind of more to Sildar than you? Just like, have they buried my husband? And yes, Sildar looks saddened. But say, I must confess, I didn't know that he'd passed. Is he still up there, or did it happen down here? So, he's. And she looks back up towards the man. I say, he must still be there then. And she
I wonder if
falls.
they fed him to the monster.
She falls a little quiet. The kids are horrified at that statement. And Myrna gives you a reproachful glare through tear-filled eyes at your colossal fucking insensitivity.
Oh.
What? I mean, like, we didn't see anybody, so that could be where it is.
Wait, in that manner?
Yeah, like, did you see any bodies? Probably was fed to the monster.
No. I'm surprised. No, we didn't see anything like that.
We did not feed any bodies to a monster. Emerald says, looking sternly at Quinn and then making a gesture towards the children.
Yeah. I mean, the only person we fed to the monster was, like, the red cloak, so he had it coming.
Emerald just face palms hardly.
I dumped charisma for a reason here, you know?
Well, when we're back in town, we could look into how I can, of course, repay your gallantry.
Yeah, money would be nice.
Money might be a little difficult at the moment with the way things are and following Fell's death, but there may be something I can tell you about that has some value.
Information sometimes is far more valuable than money, so for the time being, we are relieved.
This is information about money.
No.
That is fine whatsoever. We are relieved that you are fine.
Let's not be too hasty, knowledge is power and all that, Emerald. That's why we were in the library, so, let's let her say her piece.
Well, I should get the children back home and see what state the house has fallen into this while we've been gone. Where are you staying so I can call upon you later?
Currently we're staying at the inn, the not trash one.
Oh, the Stonehill then.
Oh, yeah, the Stonehill, right across from the smithy.
I will call upon you maybe tomorrow morning then.
Sure.
And she gives you all a nod and clearly her children are overcome with emotion. And she leads them off into the town.
Nice one right there.
Yeah, we did well enough there.
That was
Oh.
terrible.
I was being sarcastic.
I know.
It could have been worse.
They don't.
I mean, no one died. Yeah, we left a few bugbears alive, but it could have been worse.
Well, the father did.
Yeah, but he was already dead, so we couldn't do anything about that. Don't see how that's our fault.
Should we go look for him?
Emil turns to Silda, says, "Do you have any idea at all what may be going on here?"
I think they're just brigands looking to shake the town down. It would have been good if you caught their leader, this glass stuff, but I suppose he has slunk off to fight another day, although he didn't come out via me.
Oh. Well, I mean, there was a little breeze in the passage with, that monster there, so maybe he just ran past that thing. Or maybe he was invisible. Could have been either one, really. I mean, his little, imp thing was invisible, so maybe he's, his imp, skulking around.
Some sort of secret way out, maybe.
Which means our blocking of the entrance probably isn't enough. And we may see some bugbears here. Oh, well. Yeah.
Well, I don't fancy our chances against a group of bugbears at the moment, but this town really could do with some guards.
Yeah, well, where will we find them? There's not exactly a surplus of men-at-arms around here.
That's one of the main reasons I'm here, looking to, hopefully, when we get things under control, look at establishing a town watch and the like. But at the moment, it's too small to be organising that. Everyone's kind of just looking out for themselves and their neighbours.
Yeah, well, guess that's why you need some money then, to make a guard force, or whatever motivates guards. Sense of honor, righteousness, or whatever.
Caring about the place they live, and that place having purpose, which is part of why I was hoping we can be getting to rescuing Gundren sooner rather than later. That's
Right, yeah.
the key to Phandelin's livelihood, in my reckoning.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Right. And
So
all
I feel like it's once again a case of us going and licking our wounds every afternoon.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of that.
I don't even reckon it's lunchtime yet.
Oh, that means that we're going to have an early start tomorrow.
An early start. Ugh. That sounds terrible. Can't I just, like, sleep in for, like, a few more hours?
I do find myself somewhat curious, Quinn. What for you is best in life? What would not elicit a groan and a roll of the eyes?
I don't have to answer your
Emil
questions.
nudges Sven and said that's going to be a good one.
I don't have to answer your questions, Quinn says in a bit of a defensive way where it's clear that the groans are a bit more of a reflex thing than naturally their first, like, thought. Well, I stumbled over that, but I was more trying to get, they just are complaining for the sake of complaining, not because they actually dislike anything.
Okay.
Well, maybe they haven't found something yet that won't do that.
Mm-hmm. But if we gotta solve some issues so that I can have some peace and quiet here and just not have to do everything myself, then I guess we'll go save Gundren. And then find this wave out Cave and save the town of Phandalin because we are good people.
My
And then I
Discord
can-
stuttered a little bit there, and it really sounded like you said we can go and find this wave of cocaine. I was like, oh no, you've misheard me.
no.
This is not going to be the fun experience you clearly thought it was. Then shall we to the Stonehill Inn?
Sure.
That sounds nice.
Yeah.
Hey, Quinn,
Yeah.
do you groan when you're all by yourself too?
Yeah.
All right, so that is just you.
What do you mean, just me?
It's just who you are.
Yeah.
So, a short time later, we find ourselves back in the Stonehill Inn.
Man, this is such a small town. It's stifling, I miss Neverwinter.
I don't think it's that bad.
There's barely any people here, Fenna. Like,
I didn't take you for a person that liked many people.
I don't, but it's really great to be surrounded by loose acquaintances who think I'm funny and smart and charming and cool, and there's just not that many here, so it's kind of like...
Are there any?
Have you been told that before, personally, by other people?
Yeah.
Huh.
How much did that cost?
I don't know. I was like 2 or 3 drinks in, and like the Arcane Brotherhood guy seemed really honest at that point. I mean, that was before he tried to like break into the house and steal everything, but before that, he seemed like he was being upfront.
Ah.
What?
That's interesting.
I'm just wondering what a gaggle of Quins would be like.
Cool.
That sounds stressful.
I've got
For you.
a few ideas of what a group of plural Quins would be. It would be a mutter. Mutter
you
of
go.
Quins.
A mutter of Quins.
A groan of quins.
A chaos of fenners. No, a fumble of fenners.
There you go. That's it. That's the one.
You should shave before eating or you're gonna get feathers in your food.
How do I... This one's feathers, so... I'm going to try to pick at the feather.
They are...
How long?
They are...
Yeah.
you've never had feathers before, obviously,
Yeah.
but they are surprisingly stiff, and like it feels when you fiddle with one, it feels like the bone or the spur. I don't feel like you'd know it's called a quill. Oh no, you would from writing, I suppose. You feel that they go in deep, like it's a really horrible sensation because when you kind of gently tug on a feather, the quill feels in your skin like it goes too deep. Like even when you reach around and put a finger inside your mouth and where it feels like it goes to, you don't feel anything. There's a really weird, magical, deep rooting of these feathers. They seem to be going nowhere.
This is bad. Sometimes they don't last this long.
Do you feel like sneezing at all?
The barmaid
No.
comes over
Oh no.
and is any food and drink? Tonight's special is an extra peppery pasta.
Oh no.
Oh, I'll have that.
Sure, yeah, whatever. Peppers.
Oh, sure. Put me down for that.
So, oh,
Are you okay? You seem
I
like you're
the
going
new
to.
look.
Oh, thank you.
And she goes away to get the extra peppery pasta.
Oh no. You know, maybe this isn't so bad. Fen is just stroking the feathers of her beard.
But rest assured, I had friends back in Neverwinter. I was wildly popular. Some might even venture to call me beloved.
Yeah, the fact that you have to insist on that conversation while we're exploring Fenner's glorious feathery beard speaks
Oh my
words.
goodness. Glorious? Oh. But it is weird that you have to use so many words to tell us you're popular.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Not at all. Not at all. Because with that beard, you look like one of those, that, like, weird lame wizard we saw earlier today. Temerel or whatever he was. With the peach.
Yeah.
Oh. Peach,
I'm
he's so
just-
pretentious.
I'm
was like-
just missing a cool hat.
I'm just missing a lot of health, probably some teeth.
No, they grow back.
Wait, what?
Teeth?
What?
All the treats I got.
He's a shark! Get him! Did we find anything of note or use or worth in that hellhole?
Grab some books. Probably just ramblings have been made. I haven't even bothered looking at them because it's probably just going to be, today I started a dark ritual to consort with evil beyond this plane. The day before I sacrificed a cat to a devil.
Oh dear.
So that's probably what they are. I grabbed them because I don't know. Maybe they'd be funny, but yeah, haven't even looked. Quinn's going to pass them over to Imral. Here we go. Tell us exactly what crimes against Tyr the Glassstaff has committed.
Can I actually read them?
Yeah, so you see there are a couple of them are logbooks, records of various orders and invoices Glassstaff has lodged to apothecaries and alchemists of nearby minor settlements, just ordering more materials for his workshop, it would seem. There is also a letter, though, that is rolled up and sealed. It has not been opened. Rolled up and sealed with a wax symbol in the shape of a spider.
Oh.
Wasn't there something about a spider before?
Oh, sorry. It's been broken. It has been read, but the seal is still, cracked and can be identified.
Good. Do we need identified as in some kind of check?
What?
Oh yes. Spider, like, was it? That
Does it have
Phandelver,
any?
whatever.
Yeah, does it have any religious connotations? Could we
No, but
assess that?
you've heard that there is someone skulking around causing trouble, who is called the Spider here in
Okay.
Phandelver.
Yeah, that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if it was back in session 2 when he was first mentioned, he is, or maybe we don't actually know anything except that the name is the Spider.
Yeah, yeah.
That they're the leader of the goblins, and they apparently reside in Cragmaw Castle.
I think I was doing a little bit more like player lore there, so I apologize.
Yeah, but there are spiders that exist in the world who are not the Drow Queen. Chill your tits in this level 1 adventure.
I'm level 2.
And then Loaf comes through the door.
It's
a
been real.
conspiracy.
It's been fun.
Yeah, I opened the letter.
Yeah, and it reads. Well, feel free to read it out if you want, Imra. For the listeners, I will put it in the chat.
I apologize beforehand.
Oh, I had Elsa targeted, so she isn't saying it. But
God.
The spies in Neverwinter tell me. Oh, I missed the rolling text. There it is. Lord Albrecht, my spies in Neverwinter tell me that strangers are due to arrive in Phandalin. They could be working for the dwarves. Capture them if you can, kill them if you must, but don't allow them to upset our plans. See that any dwarven maps in their possession are delivered to me with haste. I'm quite counting on you, Jarno. Don't disappoint me.
I mean, it wasn't like
Sildar's gauntleted hand like drops onto the table.
I'm just surprised by his otherwise conserved behavior. That was a new one. What's going on, Sildar?
Yeah, isn't Yarno that Lord's Alliance guy who was supposed to be saying a teleportation circle here or something?
Does that mean that Iano is Glassstaff?
Or maybe he's just sending letters to the spider who kidnapped the dwarves. Maybe he's... God, he was in the Glassstaff's room. Odds are good.
He looks stunned. It is the angriest you've seen Sildar looking, but there's flashes of it for a few moments, but you see he obviously makes a concerted effort to maintain his composure.
So, Sildar, judging by your reaction, Phandalin had a mole, I guess.
Say that again. Had a
mole, a rat, a traitor.
So it would seem. That snake. I don't understand why though.
How long have you known Yarno?
By association, about a year. But he's a member of the Alliance.
Guess not anymore.
The Alliance?
Most certainly not.
Yeah. Figured that the Alliance isn't a big fan of, side hustles.
Not if it comes at the expense of frontier towns and innocent people. Brigandry, kidnapping, murder.
Devil summoning.
I am bereft and yet furious.
And also angry.
I must take some air. Please excuse me.
Okay.
Don't go far. I'm a little bit concerned.
I'm a lot a bit concerned.
He'll get over it, probably.
Well,
I mean, who
yeah.
hasn't been betrayed once or twice?
We'll
Well,
get it another day. It's not just that. Well, I guess he went through great lengths to hide this if he was a mole. And now, not only have we seen him, we have evidence that.
Phandelver peppery pasta.
Thank
And she
you.
serves it up, and then she brings out a huge pepper grinder. And you say, black pepper?
yes,
Please.
please.
She grinds pepper on the dishes. And to you, Fenna, black pepper?
Sure.
And she grinds the pepper. Oh, do you know what? Unfortunately, it comes out a bit quick on yours, and a little cloud of it comes puffing out of the pepper grinder. Fenna,
Oh no.
make me a constitution save.
I feel like this is going to hurt.
DC 12.
Saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
It'll be a crit.
oh no. Well, that was almost great.
Oh dear.
Is this about to like rip off half my face? That would be interesting.
So the
Shall I make a reflex
cloud of
save?
black pepper just sort of bursts into your face as like the end falls off a pepper grinder. And Elsa's like, "Oh, I'm ever so sorry," but you kind of with shock you gasp, and you just draw in this horrible, coarse nose full of pepper. And yeah, a moment trying to suppress it, and you feel this quiver in your chest. And there's no comic style. There's just a single. And as you do, dozens of these bright red feathers just come firing off in all sorts of directions, digging into the wood of the table and the floor like they were throwing knives. Elsa sort of throws her arms up in panic, and the pepper grinder is just cut sheer in half by one of them, blessedly avoiding her. But it is just like 100 throwing daggers went flying out in every direction. You feel all these horrible trypophobia type holes in your chin for just a fraction of a moment before there is just a quick pass of light over your face, and then just the most horrible sense of itching all over your chin as the music stops and everybody looks around. A moment or two pass, and each of these feathers just suddenly bursts, and a small red finch is in the place of each feather, and this cloud of this singing swarm of birds just start flapping around, trying to go out, trying to get through windows that are closed, and chaos breaks out in the inn.
Let's not go cuckoo, Quinn says.
Session 6, the one where Fenna got pepper sprayed.
Oh, this would be amazing if I wasn't disturbing the peace.
It looks like your beard has taken flight.
I mean, and she's rubbing her face like this. I'd prefer being a potted plant to that. That hurt.
Yeah, it seems like it's a situation that's rather foul.
I'll give you that.
Okay.
Quinn frowns a bit that
Quinn
no one
slumps
reacted
forward.
to any of their
Quinn slumps
puns.
forward with a congenital heart defect, head slamming into the table. They are deceased for that terrible joke.
Well, there's 3 back-to-back. Give me some credit here.
Then you definitely die.
You make a Hindu joke as well.
No.
Oh,
No,
man.
Miss Jones.
Just give them a chance. We are winging it, just thinking of these as we come.
Winging it.
Oh God.
So yeah, Elsa looks horrified. After a couple of seconds, seems to accept from Fenna's sort of reaction that she is not, in fact, trying to be attacked or assassinated.
I am very sorry. I never know what's going to happen, but at least no one got hurt.
Well, there's a lot of property
She sort of
damage.
just holds up this severed pepper grinder.
I can pay for that.
My grandmother carved that.
Oh dear, I can't pay for that.
I'm joking.
And I'm gullible. I'm so sorry.
Did you know that Gullible has 3 L's in it?
Don't do this to me. Haven't I suffered enough?
It actually does have 3 L's in it.
Gwen, I don't want to. Not right now. Not right now.
You don't trust me on that?
I'm not indulging you right now.
Well, I hope you enjoy the food.
Emerald looks at the food and it's just, yeah.
There's a small red finch perched on the edge of your bowl. Emerald looking at the food, sort of tilts its head towards you. But other than that, it all looks like a very nice meal.
You think we could get this comped?
Why?
Well, there's half a pepper shaker in your food.
That was only my food, and it was my fault. Kinda.
I could complain to the establishment. I'm good at it.
I know. I'd rather you didn't. I appreciate it. But I'm
Fine.
alright.
Well, Quinn's gonna slide into the corner seat, dragging their ball with them as they...
Oh, bye, Emerald.
I'm gonna go and check on Silda.
That's a good idea.
leave the door open so the birds can get out.
Opening 2 doors.
Well, the birds are kind of pretty.
Yeah. Well, at least that's one more thing we don't have to add to our flock of problems.
Why and how does this side come out of you?
Easily. Regularly.
Puns, though.
As I approach Silda, I guess I can see his back there.
Yep.
I place my left hand on his plated shoulder and say, "Everything all right, chump?"
Did you... I'm sure you meant to say champ, but it sounds like you said chump. It's like, wow, what an asshole.
I've said something else, but yeah, chump.
I'm absolutely appalled at what I've learned.
I mean,
It goes against all the ideals of the Lord's Alliance.
he does, but he was never probably a part of them anyway.
He
So
wore the pin, and he looks furious. And he points to the pin that he's wearing. This is supposed to mean something.
it still does, but that means that he didn't betray them. It's just that he may have worked as a double agent all along. It doesn't reduce the significance and the value of that. And email is showing at the pin. Do not feel bad about something that you couldn't have controlled. Feel hurt, feel deceived, but let's regroup.
Make a persuasion check. And I'm going to say with advantage of that speech.
Persuasion.
with advantage.
With advantage. Oh, those.
Arr.
I mean, you're right, of course. No good sitting around being upset when Gundren could still be alive.
Yeah. That's the spirit.
Thank you. I'll remain out here for a time, thinking, but not stewing anymore. We'll set off in the morning and try and get Gundren back.
I think that's the best course of action that we can take. I mean, you missed a nice scene inside. Other than that, let's regroup.
Is all well?
Yeah, kind of a featherweight situation.
I don't understand.
Let's just say that Fenna made a light mockery of her beard, and now she's getting rid of. She's rid of it.
Oh, okay. Very well then. Return to your meal. I'll be along shortly.
Okay, I'm looking forward to seeing you back there.
Hmm.
Just slide on Queen's blood.
Oh yeah. Let me just there we go. From when
Wow.
Quinn's head exploded for a moment and then undid.
Is
Welcome
Sildar
back.
still moping out there?
No, I think he'll be all right. He did take it too hard, but he's a veteran. He'll push on.
Yeah, cool.
It must have been very personal.
I think it was.
I mean, it's
Well-
one betrayal. How bad could it be? Like, did they even know each other personally, or was it just like, colleagues kind of deal?
I think even if it wasn't personal, which I do feel it was personal to Sildar and what his purpose means to him and how that translates to the expectation he has of others.
Yeah, I think he's just getting too emotionally invested in that, It's like, so what? One Lord's Alliance turncoat. Everyone gets betrayed sometimes. It's not that big of a deal.
Emerald presents a doll in front of Queen and says, "Tell me, where have you been betrayed?"
Nah, well. Do you want to get into that? That'll be a while.
I mean, even if it's common, betrayal is terrible. I don't think you can just easily get over that.
I did. Sounds like an ish you, non ish me.
Mm,
Sometimes people are just shit, so when they act like shit to you, you're just going like, yeah, I expected that, and keep on going. It's really that easy.
you expected to get betrayed?
No, I expected people to be like shit.
So
Most
that's
of the
why
time.
you. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Fenna.
No, just is that why you? Is that why you act like you?
Why does anyone act like anyone? I don't know. Like you're asking me to psychoanalyze myself?
If you
But-
want to.
That sounds like a lot of effort. Nah, it's whatever. It is just a big old issue, and now it's over. So,
Yes. The
All right.
hardest armor you're wearing is the one inside you, Quinn.
Sure. Yeah. Yep. Are you going to make a joke about my heart being cold or something?
No, I'm actually going to say that if you feel and whenever you feel that you want to share something, we are here.
Okay. I'll take you up on that if I ever feel like I need to open my heart to you.
Your bond deepens.
Does it?
Relationship level up.
Okay.
That's the hardest Romans than Viconia.
Yeah, you went,
People are shit. Level up.
You went from acquaintances to colleagues.
Ooh. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make colleagues.
And then I'm here to make colleagues. Feta does seem pretty concerned, a little thoughtful.
For what it's
But-
worth, I haven't really lied to any of you because I'm incapable of faking sincerity. So,
Well, I know.
yeah.
That's why I trust you.
Did you not just hear my entire spiel about people being jerks? You shouldn't trust people. It ends up bad.
Sorry.
Oh. That's a paradox, isn't it?
No.
Emerald is a little bit perplexed with his 8 intelligence. So he's just trying to.
Well, whether it's a good or bad idea, I do trust both of you more than most people.
You must have met a lot of very shitty people.
I think actions speak louder than words, and your actions show that you saved me. So I choose to trust you because if I didn't, I would have been dead by now.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
Anyway.
fella. What were you saying?
Who are you talking to? Emerald? Who are you talking to?
Yeah, I got confused. on
Senna,
who you were talking
Senna was about to say something.
to. Oh, maybe. What was I gonna say? Um, she's just, I don't know. She'll start to say something, but kind of stop herself. Like maybe now's not the best time. But she's thinking on what Quinn has said, and a little bit of concern on her face. I wonder, was my pasta even edible at this point? I was wondering.
Absolutely. It
I'm not gonna
didn't all pour out into yours. It's still at the table. Yours is absolutely fine. It should have come back
Okay.
and wiped it up, actually. What was up? The
Okay,
excess.
cool. I probably ate my food then, as long as I don't suffer any more damage.
It is delicious.
Yum. Around what time is it?
Like noon. It's lunchtime.
Yeah. It still feels so early.
It seems, unless you're going out low on gas, it is effectively a downtime day for you.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, if we're not going to be hiking all the way to that Cragmaw castle, I probably have to actually start cleaning up that manor.
I've never visited your manor.
It's very
Yeah.
cool.
It needs a lot of cleaning. I did promise to help.
I
I
can
think
help you with that as well.
I think I'll take you up on that.
Well, I think we have an active resting day in front of us.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you can eat. You can spend the afternoon tidying and helping Quinn sort of a manner. Quinn, is this labour that comes with any sort of payment, out of curiosity?
Gratitude. Well, we didn't get paid for saving other people, so Quinn will just say, yeah, I guess I owe you something for that. We'll chalk that up to like a IOU or something. Or you can like maybe sleep in the basement or whatever, in one of those spare rooms. They're kind of like dank and grimy, even after the cleaning. But they aren't in like a tavern, you know? This is actually a good, proper room and not some cheap establishment where others have done whatever in those beds.
I thought taverns were kind of cozy.
Do you know how many other people used that room before you, Fenna?
No, I
What if you got
don't
murdered
care
in
to
there?
think of that.
If you can't think about your place, how can it be cozy?
I don't know. I just in the moment, it doesn't really matter.
So, yeah, an afternoon is spent tidying. We will catch back up at Winterhawk Manor, but we will take our 15-minute break and then we will pick back up there in the manor. So, back
Yeah.
shortly. So, several hours of tidying, and we find ourselves. God damn it, it's done it. Let me just see if I can quickly fix it. Where are we? Where's common display? Do I really need to hide the whole? Okay, 1 second. Let me just hide the entire building. Oh shit, I can't because it's the scene. It's the scene background, not a tile. I do not know how to fix this. Let me just have a look. Vision select active.
If you moved the tile, as a quick workaround, would if you move the tile to be the highest layer on the scene?
No,
Like,
because there's
less
walls and
heavy?
lights and all sorts of things attached to it. Okay, hold on. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to...
Alright.
So an afternoon of hard work and labour, which I'm sure all of you contributed evenly to.
Sure, we'll go with that.
And yeah, we find ourselves in the manor.
Phew! Thought we would never be finished.
It's a big place.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very big. When
I-
is holding a feather duster and just like flicking it back and forth in like the most non-committal way you've ever seen someone dust.
I like your how should I put it gently? Your artistic expression, Queen, especially that scar with the dagger in front of you in that cabinet there.
Oh, that came with the property.
No.
But it is very nice. Maybe I'll put it in my bedroom. Or maybe I'll leave it out here for everyone to see. It really sets the mood.
What is the mood?
A skull with a dagger in front of it. What? You know? That's off to the side next to a serving tray, so it's, a bit foreboding, but also welcoming. But also saying don't stay too long because there's a dagger here and a skull. And there's the implication, That could be your skull if you overstay the welcome.
Oh. I see.
But it's also welcoming because there's a serving tray over there.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Do you plan to get many visitors?
Hopefully not. Hence the skull.
I think
Good-
likewise for the visitors.
Then everyone's happy. No one's coming here, no one's bothering me. And I'm not being bothered, and they're not looking at a skull.
So Queen can be happy. His happy place is no visitors.
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes you happy? A big place by yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
Queen's
such a yep.
Oh,
Quinn's
Yeah,
going to
end
immediately go
statement.
and steal the couch as soon as Penna gets up from it, kicking their
Fine.
feet over one of the armrests.
She expected that, and that's totally fine. I think she did this the first time, but she's gonna look over. The piano's a little cleaner. Or, well, pretend it is.
and you play, Fenna?
I can press the keys.
Do prismatic wall.
I don't know what that is. She starts poking random keys.
Roll me
Yeah,
a
it's-
d20. No.
Okay.
Make a performance check.
Oh, but okay. Almost got it. Almost got it. Well, would you just?
Well, how about that?
There are a couple of little numbers you have picked up over the years, simple ones. They don't involve any of the black keys, but you managed to, do a short, jaunty tune. We'll say it's chopsticks, although it has a different name in this universe. We want you to do chopsticks. And yeah, it is passable and recognizable.
Bravo. Now do Stairway to Elysium.
I'm taking requests.
Hmm.
But I'm surprised I played anything.
Friera Cockra.
That was quite good.
That one really got me. I'll work on it. How about that?
Emerald wants to test something. He gets up from the armchair and just slowly goes next to the fireplace.
Fenner
to warm-
steals his chair. The three of you.
That was what I
the
was
three of you just
testing.
mercenaries. But go on, sorry, Emerald.
Music chairs. No, I was just testing if Queen would go. It's like compulsively just going from the last seated place where they going. No,
I
I'm
got
just.
a big couch to myself. I'm not moving here.
Emil just goes there to warm his hands by the fireplace. Finds the fire a little bit soothing. Something almost primal.
While his back is turned to the other two party members, Quinn's going to look at Fenna, point to the chair, and say, and just mouth, "Grab it, take it." To just point while Imral is looking away.
Fenna's just gonna shrug and take the seat.
Fenner's morality moves 1 point towards dark side.
Oh, that's bad, I guess.
Oh no!
With the powers of chaos. Oh no!
The
The powers of chaos. It's probably a bad thing.
And yeah, this is one of the several, like, estates and villas and chateaus the family has. So I'm just crashing here for a bit.
Did your family have ties, long ties with the region then, Quinn?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Was it something that they bought?
No, probably. Like, with the whole place, falling apart, they probably managed to get it on the cheap. Or maybe they
So,
have. No. You know how old these places are? Could have been built by an elf, like 5 centuries ago, and the elf just decided to move away. And we
yeah.
picked it up.
Do you reckon that have you explored it then? Do you reckon that there's no stone unturned in the place? Maybe since an elf is there, was residing in as a previous resident.
No, I don't actually know if there was an elf here before. I just made that up as a hypothetical.
Hmm.
Maybe
Ema is slightly disappointed at that remark then.
maybe this was just built by a great grandfather or a great great grandfather or whatever. Either way, it's mine. So,
You said you miss your home, right? Neverwinter?
yeah, there's nice things in Neverwinter.
Like what?
Well, there's libraries, there's stores, there's events, there's other people who aren't farmers.
Right. You said you had a lot of friends.
Yeah, sure. Yep.
You never mentioned names.
Yeah, you wouldn't know them.
That doesn't matter. Tell me about your friends.
Well, I mean, like, I feel like I'm really being interrogated here. We've already spent so much time talking about me, you know? I don't want to be too self-centered here. What about
Okay,
you,
so
Emerald?
something's up.
Sorry, I'm choked on something. Brought my own saliva.
I
What?
didn't even know if that was in character or not.
In
Well,
character.
all right. Well, Emerald, do you miss where you're from?
Oh. I guess yes and no. I certainly don't miss the early years, but I do miss my adopted family. So I'm just 50-50, I guess.
Adopted family.
Yeah, I didn't have good memories of Neverwinter, to be honest, until I was embraced by my actual regiment. That's which was part of the Temple of Tom. So I guess that's where I found myself as a proper place to be accepted, to have a purpose. Although I still am looking for it, I guess.
Have you tried asking for a scroll of locate object?
I did. That's why they sent me to the library, but I don't think it's something that's quite trivial as an object. Email completely fails to understand whether that was a sarcastic, ironic, or was just plain Queen deadpan question.
Who can say?
Oh, does sound nice. I'm glad you did have a family.
What about you, Fenna?
Oh, I had to be adopted too. That was my mentor. Been with them for a long time now. Well, I was.
I didn't fail to notice that you're using past tense to not only describe your time with them, but also when you're referring to them. Did something happen?
I mean, like, look at what's happened to Fenna. What are the odds that her mentor, like, cast a spell and then turned into a pod plant for a year or something?
Oh, no, that's more of a me thing.
As Fenna gets up, Quinn is going to look over to Emerald and gesture to the chair.
What is this?
It's a dramatic over-exaggeration as you lean over the fireplace's mantle. It's just
Yeah, just yeah, go ahead. It
playing
was
music
yours.
armchairs.
It was yours first. It's fine. um. Oh yeah, the whole potted plant and feathered beard and explosions. That was only ever me. I only say the past tense because I haven't seen them in a long time.
Is he
I'm sure
dead?
they're fine. Huh? No, no.
Is he dead? Are they dead?
Last
I mean,
I checked, they're not dead.
they are a wizard, right?
Yes.
Are you certain that this wizard didn't do something foolish, tampering with powers beyond their understanding? Because that's what wizards do.
I'm sure.
Really, really sure? Like, leave a wizard alone, and, like, look what happened to the last wizard we just met. He's consorting with weird flesh-eating monsters that are psychic
Okay,
and a big crevasse. You know?
well,
Maybe that's happened to what to your Decarios guy.
I don't. I wouldn't have left them alone if I didn't have to.
Have to.
Yes, I had to leave. But I know them.
Why did
Looks
you
like
have to leave?
You were forced to leave them. Is it something all right? Would you like to share, or is it stirring uncomfortable memories?
She glances back at them, thinks for a moment. I don't think today's the day for that. But thank you for asking.
Thank you for sharing. Do you want to have a seat?
Oh, no. No, I'm all right. I'm all right. Thank you.
You're lost. You should have known better than to get up.
Maybe I'm fine standing, Quinn.
Has Quinn at any point offered drinks? Or the
Why'd I do
usual
that?
hosting business?
That's such a trouble.
I'll be real with you. I don't think that would even have occurred to them. They're standing right there next to the skull,
Yeah.
and right next to there is several bottles and like a tray table with glasses, and I presume that's where, you know, the cabinets with some of the
Yeah.
tumblers and wine bottles are. They would have looked at that, just registered that detail, and then, you know, moved on. The thought of like offering a free stuff to other people just passes right over their head. Because of the skull, you know.
Of course.
Oh,
Of
yeah.
course.
We wouldn't want to overstay our welcome.
It's not like we clean the whole place, after all.
Yes. And for your service, you are, of course, getting, like, a bed to stay in. You're welcome.
I mean, we still had room in the tavern.
Yes, and you were paying money for that.
Ugh,
That's not how you
yeah.
get rich, Fenna, by paying money.
Getting rich wasn't one of my goals in life.
I've noticed.
Thanks.
Yeah. Might want to work on that.
So, is your goal in life to get rich then, Quinn?
It's somewhere on the to-do list. Thankfully, it's already been taken care of. And they just gesture to the house.
I guess it helps when you have the family to support you.
Yeah. It is pretty great that all the work's taken care of for me.
Don't people usually want to get rich so that they can, I don't know, show it off to other people?
No, you can see the house from the road.
Right. Silly me.
Also, yeah, not every rich person is so self-absorbed that they want to flaunt their wealth. The blatant hypocrisy of that statement might leave the other characters reeling for a brief moment. But thankfully, Quinn is an expert at mental gymnastics.
They tell anyone calls you self-absorbed, Quinn.
Yeah. You know, you just
Well,
need a healthy interest in the finer points in life.
You definitely seem happier for it.
Mm-hmm.
so an afternoon is spent working, relaxing, recovering from the day's events, outlining your plans to get to Cragmore Castle tomorrow.
You know that Myrna lady. Oh, go ahead. I thought you were finished.
You know from your conversations with Sildar that if you set off early tomorrow, you will arrive at Castle Cragmore at nightfall.
Mm-hmm. You know that Myrna lady. She said she wanted to talk to us tomorrow about information, about money, so we should poke her. See if she's gone over the whole issues, you know.
Well, hopefully it's something else we can help with for the town.
I have my doubts that we can bring her husband back from the dead, so might as well just call that a lost cause. But,
That-
anyway.
That's not what I meant. I wonder what happened to him.
Eaton.
You know that he was said to have been killed by the Red Brands.
Okay, we did know that. I guess meant more like where the body is.
I mean, you didn't explore the whole place, remember? You also traveled through some parts of it at extreme speed.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Bet they fed him to Karnak. Oh,
So,
camping out.
as you rest for the night, well, first of all, I will prompt a long rest from everybody.
Hooray! I love resting.
I've got to tick new day, but it is a new day if you're giving me option. But also, as you all sleep, ready for your march off to Castle Cragmore, you reflect on the last few days' violence and how you acquitted yourselves and how you were crit time after time after time. And as your calluses harden and your compound fractures reset, you all gain another level.
Alice says, "Oh
Yes.
no! I need to get a
Yes.
skincare routine going."
And we will pick up next time with you
Hooray!
checking in with her before you set off for Cragmore, and you will all be level 3.
All right.
Yes, that is us for the night. Congratulations on your level up.
Merci.
And we will all see you next time, folks.
Yes, I'm going to
Bye-bye.
quickly do the level up now since the server is
Yeah.
up.
Okay.